Okay, a word of warning. If you're looking for me giving you tips on how to be motivated, how to get motivated and all of that, I'm afraid you're not in luck, because I'm not about to tell you how to get motivated because I can't even do it myself. So this is more a rant about why I'm not training and what I'm doing to stay sane while burdening the guilt of not training, which is all in my head. I know that's all in my head. We're in strange circumstances and we just got to cope as well we can. Oh my god, I'm so unfit. Sure, I can cycle 300 kilometers on a flat ride, but show me a hill. I don't fart. I don't like shit myself. I mean, I can't do it. So yeah, I really need to start training. Got like a bike packing event in April 16th, the Hell of the Northwest, which, you know, is as ridiculous as it sounds. 800 kilometers of hills in the Lake District. Not ideal when you're not very fit, I could tell you. So I should start training really, but I don't know about you, but I've got zero. Ooh, hang on. Trying to change gear. Oh, where have I gone? No, I'm sure I'm going this way. This is the right way. Yeah, so training, I've got absolutely no motivation for it whatsoever. And I know there's a lot of people who are the same way, feel the same way. So I thought I'd basically try and break down how I'm coping with it. For what it's worth, not that great. Yes, I should be training. I even set myself a little training schedule, hoping that that would motivate me, and it did for like a day. And then I went back to not being motivated. And I've had words to myself, and I think I'm just gonna have to accept that this is how it is. Like, you know, I come up with various strategies in my head, going, well, if I do this, then it'll be better. If I do this, it'll be better. If I do this, it'll be better. You know, if I find something that I enjoy on Zwift, one of the other virtual platforms, you know, maybe that will motivate me. And people, you know, on social media and stuff, they'll say, well, why don't you just do this? You just need to do this. You just need to do that. Well, I hate to break it to you, but if I just needed to do that, I would have done that. Not helpful. So I've come to the conclusion, which might change, that I'm not going to get motivated, because I think there is not enough capacity in my brain currently for hope, maybe. I'm not even sure that it will take place, the event. I don't know if I'll be able to travel even if it does take place. And up until then, I can't anyway, so I can't go do decent long rides to train, so I'd have to train indoors on the trainer quite a bit, and I just don't bloody want to. It's dull. I'd rather sit on the sofa and watch telly. You know, I've just got limited capacity for it, and I've got so much other stuff going on in my head. You know, there's a pandemic. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah, there's a pandemic. So lots of people are dying, which is, I don't need to say it, very sad. And my mum's vulnerable. She's had her first vaccination now, but she's vulnerable, and I worry that something's going to happen to her. And I don't actively worry, but there's just a part of my brain that maybe would get excited about doing an event has, you know, it's kind of blocked away. No entry. You can't come in here with your excitement, because this room is dedicated to worrying about mum. And maybe there's another room that normally is a big room. It's got capacity for training and for motivation and for all that. But that's all like, you know, blocked up with boxes full of pandemic. That's a horrible thought. Boxes full of pandemic. So there's just too much stuff in my head that wouldn't normally be in my head and shouldn't be in my head, because there should be something else there, and that is training, because I want to train. But if I really wanted to train, I'd train, wouldn't I? So I think I want to train. I think I've gone the wrong way. That's it. I want to train, and I don't want to train, so that's how it is, unfortunately. Now the question is, and it's a really obvious question, is it really that important? You know, is the event that important? Is training that important? Like, I'm still doing some cycling. I've got to for my YouTube channel. Thank goodness for that. I probably wouldn't do any. But you know, I ride when I want to ride. I go places I enjoy going, and I'm not as fit as I'd like, but to be honest, I'm healthy. You know, I'm just keeping it ticking over, and surely that's all really that's important. I'm doing a bit of running as well, which I really enjoy, because it doesn't make me feel guilty about going outside of the local area. Because that's another thing about the cycling. If you cycle outside, what does, you know, local area mean? It's all very subjective, isn't it? You know, one person says, well, 70 miles is fine, and then Prime Minister gets criticised for cycling 7 miles away from his house. So, you know, the rules are not exactly clear, and that's part of the problem. So that maybe one of the rooms in my brain is just full of, you know, rule interpretations, which, you know, would take up an entire room actually. God, the road surface is terrible here. Running is keeping me a little bit fit as well, but none of it's enough, you know, to be considered training for a 800-kilometer bikepacking ride. So I don't know if I'll end up doing it. If I don't, well, it's sad, but I don't want to stress about it. I don't want to feel guilty about it. So I'm not allowing myself to. I'm going to accept that I'm not doing it. I'm not going to beat myself up about it, because it really isn't important. I know it would help my mental health if I did it, but you know, if I did do the training, but I don't think that it would do my mental health as much good as not doing it and not stressing about it. So that's my tact. I'm just going to accept that I'm not doing it, and if I suddenly get some motivation, maybe there's some light at the end of the tunnel with lockdown and the vaccines and all of that, then maybe I'll get my arse into gear, and that'll be great if that happens. Hello, hammock spots! Just have to do that. And you know, when I can go hammocking again, that'll be great. And maybe I'll be more motivated to go out. But I don't want to go out just for the sake of it going out and for the sake of feeling guilty. I know that you never regret a ride once you've been, but the guilt isn't just about when you're on the bike, it's way before that. It's, you know, every night thinking about it, alongside thinking about everything else, of course. And every morning I'm in that battle with myself. You should get up, do some exercise, don't ride on Zwift. Ugh. Don't want to ride on Zwift. Zwift sucks ass. It doesn't. I do really like Zwift in the sense of it's a great platform, but I just don't want to be on there. I'd rather be out, you know, on the bike or in front of the TV, quite frankly. I'm just not going to worry about it. I'm going to let my brain worry about all those other things for a bit. Can't cope with everything. Those rooms that would have opened up because I'm travelling, enjoying life that way, they're just closed. There's no room there either. And it's just a brain full of shut and full rooms. Is this a good analogy? I'm just going to try to stay sane, stay on top of it, enjoy the sunshine whenever I see it, go for walks, wait until this is all over. So here's the thing though, sometimes you just have to find anything to motivate you to get out. YouTube videos or sightseeing, isn't it? Butthole Lane. Butthole Lane, like a hole of a butt. No, it's like a butthole, isn't it?